Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet and today we are going to create this ocean environment inside Unreal Engine 5.1. So first take a look what we are going to create today. Before we start, if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out for all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. So I open my Unreal Engine from here. Then I choose this games option and also choose this third person template. And here I tick on the starter content and name my project as tutorial and create. So before we do anything, first we go to the edit and go to the plugins, and here we're going to enable some plugins. So first we enable HDRI backdrop. Type HDRI and you will find this HDRI backdrop. Just enable this, and then before we restart, we also go to the search bar and type for water body, and you will find this water. Just enable those, and then we search for movie render queue. And here we find this movie render queue and movie render queue additional passes. Just enable those, and then we restart our engine. Okay, so here is the important thing, that if you find this kind of error, that collision profile settings, it's because when we use the water body, it doesn't have the collisions. You cannot make anything to float over this water body. So if you find this error, just click on here and then clear. And then also you have to restart your engine once again. So once you restart, you will not have the error again. Okay, so now first we're going to file and then go to this new level, and we create an empty level here. And now we're going to put the HDRI backdrop to light up our scene. So for this, we go to this box and we go to this place actor panel, and in the search bar we type HDRI, and you will find this HDRI backdrop. Just drag and drop into our scene here, just like this. Then we close this place actor panel to make some room here, and instead of using this HDRI map, we're going to use our own HDRI map. So here from you can download so many HDRI maps, and which is absolutely free. So maybe we're going to use this one here, and here from you can change all these resolutions, and I'm choosing this 4K resolution. And many thanks to these creators who actually built this HDRI map. And when you're satisfied with the resolution, just click on this download button here. So I drag this HDRI map into our content drawer. Just click and drag and drop here. Okay, so now we select our HDRI backdrop, and into this details panel you will find this cube map slot. So we're going to change this cube map slot HDRI map with our downloaded HDRI map. So now you can see that our map looks something like this. And before we change any settings, we go to make our landscape. So we go to this select mode button and go to this landscape button here. And we do not have to change anything from here. Just click on this create. Okay, just like this. And then we go back to our main mode here. So we have our HDRI backdrop and a landscape. So first we're going to create a light for our scene. So we go to this box and then we go to this light and we click on this directional light. Okay, just like this. So it will be our sun. Then also we go back to this box and then we go to the visual effects and we make a exponential height fog here. Okay, and then we go to this exponential height fog, go to its details panel, go down and we check on this volumetric fog. Okay, just like this. And now we select our HDRI backdrop and we're going to change some settings. First we go to this intensity and we change this value to maybe 0.2. Okay, just like this. And also we go to this size. We're going to change the size to maybe 2000. Okay, just like this. Maybe we're going to change it later on according to our need. And then also we go to this details panel here, and if we go scroll down and we will find this skylight option here, and here you can find this source type. We're going to change this source type to this specified cube map, and here is the cube map slot, and again we're going to put this cube map over here. Okay, just like this. And then we're going to change some settings later on according to our need. So this is something we have to do for now here. And now we're going to put the water. So for this, again we go to this box and then we go to this place actor panel, and here we search for water, and we're going to make an water body ocean. So we choose this water body ocean here, just drag and drop here, and it will take little time to compile all these shaders, and just we close this place actor panel. Okay, so here is our water body, and you can see that you can't see the infinite ocean is because of this HDRI backdrop. So we select our HDRI backdrop, and here is the gizmo. So we just put it little down to see all the oceans here. Okay, and now you can see also that this is the island. So we're going to decrease the island shape. So we double click over these mask points here, and we're going to decrease the shape. And also you can see that this area have this high quality oceans. So we're going to put our island at the back side so we can get more of this space. And maybe your water not look like this. It's because that I have already changed the settings, and because it's the settings saved in the engine content. So once you change the setting, it will carry forward to your next project. But don't worry, I will show you that what changes I made to my ocean. So you select your water body here, and then we go to this water body into this outliner, and now first we go to down and you will find this wave source. Just expand this one and also expand this, and here you will find this water wave assets. So just double click to open this one, and here you can find this wave source. Just expand this also, and here you can get all these values. You can also change the value according to mine. So here you can find this number of waves. So its default value is 16, and here is a seed. So if you change this, you can change the random seeds. So maybe I change it to 14. And then also you can have this randomness. So you can also change the randomness. So you will get the wave randomness here. And then we come to this wavelengths. So if you increase this wavelength, you will get more long waves here. And also if you decrease it, you will get shorter waves here. So we make it to 200, and also this maximum wavelength. So you can also change it. Okay, so if you change it, you can see that the wavelength changes here. Okay, and also this is the fall off. You can also make changes here to make this fall off. So maybe we set it to 2, and here is the amplitude. So if you increase this, you can get the higher amplitude to your waves, and if you decrease it, you will get less amplitude here, just like this. Okay, and also this is the minimum amplitude and this is the maximum amplitude. So if you increase it, you can get something like this kind of result. Okay, so I set it to my value that I set earlier, just like this. And this is also the fall off. And now this is the main thing, that is the direction. So which direction you want your wave. So if you change it, you can see that this is how it rotates its wave directions. So this is for the waves. So you can also change some settings to make your own design if you want. And when you're satisfied, just save it from here, just like this, and close it. Okay, and now we're going to change the color of this water. So maybe in default, in your case, it's look different because I'm also changed the color, and this is the permanent change. So if you make any change, it will carry forward to your next project. So in order to change the color, first you go down here, and here inside this rendering tab, you will find this water material. So just double click to open this, and here you can find all these properties for this water body. So first we go down to enable or change the colors. So if I reset this value, this will be the default value, and this color you can also see in your project. So we're going to change the color. So again we go here, and maybe in your case it looks something like that those are not selected. So first you select both of this and then expand it, just like this. Okay, and now you can change the color from here. So you can also go here and change the color from here. So you can see that if I make it white, you can get the clear water here. So maybe sometime you also want the clear water color, so you can also change it from here. Or maybe you can do one thing, that you can go here, that is the red color, you can increase the red color here. So you can also change the color from here, and maybe also increase the green color and the blue color. So in all depends on you that what color you want. And also you can increase the alpha or decrease the alpha to make it deep or light color here. So I make it something like greenish color here. So you can see that if I change it, it can look something like this. Okay, so feel free to change your color according to your need. Okay, so once you're satisfied, just save it from here, and then I close this one, and here you can see that your water looks something like this. So now we're going to put the assets. So for this I'm going to use some Epic Game content, and which is absolutely free, and I'm going to use this one, that is the Nordic Coast Collections. So once you complete the download, you will find this geometry folder here. And also if you go to this Megascans folder, you will also get all the assets from here. But we go to this geometry folder, and inside the geometry folder, you will find this assembly folder. Just double click to open this, and here you will find several folders which contains the boulders here and also these clips here. So we're going to use the clip first. So we open these clips, and now you will find so many different clips here. So first we're going to put the clips over here. So we just use anything you want, so everything look nice here. So just use any of this and it will look nice. So maybe first we're going to use this one here, and you can see that this look nice. So first we place it over here, and then just place it like this, and we press R to bring the scale switch, and we increase the scale of this. Okay, just like this. So now you can see that this look something like this, and also you can rotate this. Okay, just like this. And then also you can put another one here. So maybe we use this one, so we just put it over here, and then also we increase the scale of it, just like this, and we place it over here. Okay, so it depends on you that how you want to arrange those clips. So I'm just showing you the idea, and also you can increase the scale a little bit more. And also we're going to use another one, so we put it over here, and also we scale it up, just like this. Okay, and maybe you can see that this look similar, so we're going to rotate it just like this, and also we increase the scale. Okay, so something like this. And now we come over here, that is our island. So maybe we going to push our island little back here, so this point here, and we going to push it over here, just like this. And now if you want to make any size reference here, you can do one thing, that we go to this character folder, go to this mannequins, and go to the mesh, and we can put this mannequin over here. so you can get a nice size reference here. And also we decrease our camera speed, and maybe we do one thing, that we put our mannequin over here. Okay, just like this. So now you will get a nice size reference here. And now we're going to put some rocks and cliffs also there and make a cave like structure here. So for this we're going to use this geometry folder again, and double click and just open this one. And here if you go to this cliff, you will find this one here. So we're going to use this cliff here. So you can see that this cliff is so huge and it covers so many areas of our scene. So we can use maybe 3 or 4 times to make a nice huge structure over here. And also we duplicate it here, and then we rotate it and place it over here. Okay, just like this. And also we rotate this one to this side, and then we place it over here. Okay, so now you can see that this getting better. Maybe we push this here, maybe. Okay, maybe we increase our camera speed little bit, and we also rotate it into this side. Okay, just like this. And again duplicate it one more time, and maybe we block this area. Maybe we increase the scale of this, just like this. Okay, so you can get a nice narrow passageway over here, and here we can put our cave. And maybe this look very huge cave, so we going to narrow it little bit, just like this. And also we place our mannequin over here. Okay, just like this. So it's all depends on you, that how large you want your cave will be. I mean this cave. Okay, so you can see that this look nice. And now we're going to put a material over this landscape. So for this I'm go to the starter content folder, and then we go to this materials, and here you can find so many materials. So maybe we going to use this one. So we just select our landscape, and then we go to this details panel and go down, and here is the landscape material slot. Just drag and drop over here. And now we're going to put some assets over this area. So for this we go to this content drawer, and then we go to this geometry. If we go to this assembly, you can get this ground folder here, and here you can get so many assets. So first we're going to use this one, or maybe use this one, and then we going to place it over here. Okay, just like this. And also we duplicate it over here and place it here, or maybe we dip it down little bit, just like this. Okay, and now we're going to use another asset, so maybe use this one. So you can see that those assets are really amazing. And if you feel the quality is not that good, but believe me, when you render it, you will get a nice quality result in your output. Okay, and then also we get this one here, and you can see that the rock looks amazing. I mean, look at that, this look really nice. Okay, so we going to use those rocks over here, or maybe over here. And you can see that you can see the edges, but don't worry, we also put other assets. Or maybe you can do one thing, that you can just dip it down little bit, and if you think that the snapping is not working right, so you can disable the snapping, so you can easily move these assets. Okay, and then again also duplicate it here and rotate it to make it little different. Okay, so here are so many assets, so I'm not encourage you to use the same. You can use others, so it will make little bit of variations in your scene. Okay, so maybe we use this one also here, or maybe we can rotate it and then we dip it down like this. Okay, so now you can get a nice idea that how you can put those assets. And then also we go to our content drawer here, and then we go to this mega scans folder and go to this 3D assets. So first we go to this filter, which is the static mesh filter. Enable this, and if you not have this static mesh filter over here, just go over here and select this static mesh filter. Okay, and then you can also get other assets from here. Okay, so let's see what we have. So you can get these stone assets. So we go over here and put the stone, so you can individually put those rocks here and there, and this is small, so you can fine tune it, and also you can rotate it like this, and then we put it down just like this. Okay, so now you can get the idea. So I'm just making a scene by using those rocks, and also we have other assets over here, so we can also use those. So maybe use this one over here. Okay, and when you dip it down in the ground, you can get some of the empty spaces, so you can just fill it by using those small rocks. Okay, just like this. So you can see that this look nice, and also we have other assets in this geometry folder. So we go to this geometry folder. Inside this content drawer, you can get this geometry folder and go to this assembly, and here you can get other assets. So we're going to use this one here. So you can see that this asset mainly placed where is the edges, so you can just decrease the scale of it, and then we place it over here, so you can get this nice fall off of these edges. So you can see that if you put this asset over here, you can get a nice fall off of those clips. Okay, just like this. And maybe you can see that this is looks so low quality texture, but don't worry, when you render it, you will look nice. And also we have this one here, so you can see that if you place it in the edges of these corners, you can really look nice. And then also we duplicate it over here, and you can get this kind of nice fall off of your clips. Okay, so just like this. And also use those into this side as well. So we just duplicate and we rotate this, then we place it over here. Okay, and do the same to this side also, just like this. Okay, and you can see that there are some empty spaces, so if we just dip it down a little bit, it can matches the scene. Okay, so now you can get this nice kind of landscape over here. And I know that the lighting look really bad, but don't worry, we will set up it later on. And then also you can get some empty spaces, so you can just do one thing, that you can push it forward a little bit to fill the gap, because we don't want that much of area here. But I just show you that if you want, you can make a very big cave over here. Okay, and now we're going to fill the ceiling. So here is the ceiling, so we're going to fill the ceiling. So I'm going to use the asset from this megascan folder, and then we go to this 3D assets. We enable this static mesh, and you can get this asset here. So we just use this one here, and you can see that this is very small. So we're going to scale it up to fill the ceiling area here. So we just press R to bring this rotation gizmo, and we increase the scale of it, and then we can also rotate it into this angle, and then we place it over here. Okay, so you can use other assets if you want, but I'm just using this one. So now scale it up into different angle to make it little bigger, just like this. And also we duplicate it one more time and place it over here. So I'm just randomly fill the ceiling because it's not that much of importance in this scene, because our camera work should be from here, so we're not going to see the ceiling. So I'm just use a random assets over here, just like this. Maybe we rotate it into this angle. And then we duplicate it here. Okay, just like this. So now you will get a nice ceiling over here. So if you go inside this cave, and you can see there are some gaps, so you can also fill the gaps by just duplicating any of these assets. So maybe we use this one and just place it over here. Okay, just like this. So very simple, but when you're done, you will get a nice result to your scene. Okay, so now you can get this kind of nice area here. And if you change your directional light position, just like this, you can get this kind of scene. But now is the right time to set up our lighting. But before we set up our lighting, make a camera for our scene. So for the camera, we go to this box option and go to the cinematic and create a cine camera actor. And then we go to this outliner channel, and then we right click over the cine camera actor and we click on this snap object to view. And then we go to this perspective and we select our camera over here. And when you put the camera, you can also create a sequence for our scene. So we go to this sequence option here and click on this add level sequence, and we name this as our tutorial sequence. So by the way, I am also save my level with the name of tutorial. So if you not find this option over here, you can just save your project by go to this file, and then you just save your label by the name or any name you want. So once you save, you will get this label folder over here. And also I name my sequence name as a tutorial sequence, and I save this. Okay, here is the sequence, and then I find my camera over here and just drag the camera here. Then I go to this camera option and go to this camera details panel, go up, and here is the film back option. I expand and I choose this 16:9 DSLR. Okay, then also I go to this current focal length and I change this to maybe 15. And now if I go to our camera here and then we go to down to this lens properties, first we go to this exposure option and we change the metering mode to manual. Then we go to this exposure compensation and change this value to maybe 10 for now, and we can also change it later on according to our need. And then also we go to this bloom option, go to this method, and we change this to convolution. Also we change the intensity down to maybe 0.2 here. And then also we go down and go to this lens flare option and we enable this lens flare, but we decrease the intensity to maybe very low to 0.01. Okay, and now you can get a little bit of nice lighting than previous settings. Okay, but you can see that our sky looks really dull, so we're going to change the settings for this sky as well. So we click on this sky and you just lead us to select this HDRI backdrop. Select this HDRI backdrop and then we go to this details panel. First we go up and go to this intensity and we increase the intensity maybe 1 for now. Okay, and then also we go down to this skylight option and we enable this real-time capture. If you enable this one, you will get this kind of error that we have to put a sky atmosphere. For this, here is a sky atmosphere component. Without this, it will look this kind of black. Okay, so for this we go to this box and then we go to this visual effects And here we find this sky atmosphere. Just put it into our scene here, just like this. And when you put the sky atmosphere, instantly you will get a nice scene over here. So if you disable this sky atmosphere, you will get this kind of scene, but if you enable this sky atmosphere, you will get this. Okay, so this look amazing. And also you will get this kind of hard edges over here. So just select this HDRI backdrop and put it little down. Okay, you can see what the change we made if we put this HDRI backdrop into little lower here. Okay, so now you will get nice fall off to your sea here. Okay, so these are the small thing that we have to make change, and we will get a nice result to our scene. Okay, and also if we go to our camera here and then we go to this current aperture, if we decrease this will be our f-stop. So if you decrease the f-stop value, you can also bright up your scene little bit more. Okay, just like this. But here you can see that it is look too bright. So first we go to the search bar and type our directional light. Here is our directional light. Then we go to the details panel and you will find this intensity. So we decrease the intensity to maybe 2, and now you will get this kind of nice result here. Also we can do one thing, that we can go to the directional light and then we go to the source angle and we increase the source angle value. So if you increase it, you can get nice soft shadow here, but at the same time it will little bit more laggy, because you can get in this kind of diffuse shadow here, and if you make it small, you will get this tight kind of shadow here. Okay, here you can also understand the difference. So if you see here, if you increase this value, you will get nice soft shadow. Okay, so this will look nice. And also if you want to change the cloud position, you also can do that. So in order to rotate the sky, you just click on this HDRI backdrop here and you will get this gizmo. So we press E to bring this rotation gizmo, and you can just easily rotate it just like this. Okay, so here you can see the sun is over here. Okay, so this look nice. And maybe we can do one thing, that we select our HDRI backdrop and then also we go to intensity and maybe we decrease the intensity to maybe 0.5 here. Okay, and also do one thing, that we go to our content drawer and I find our HDRI map. Just double click to open this, and here is the HDRI map. Just go down and here we'll find this brightness and brightness curve. So maybe we can do one thing, that we can decrease the brightness little bit, and then also we go to this curve and we change this to maybe 1.5. Okay, and when you're satisfied, just save this value. Okay, so you can see that this looks something like this, but maybe sometime it look worse. So you can do one thing, that go to this intensity and change it to 1, and now you can get a nice scene over here. So now if we go here and we change our light position, so in HDRI map the sun is over here, so we can also match up our sun to place over here. Okay, just like this. So we will get a nice similarity between the sky and the light position. Okay, so but if you want to change the light position, you can also rotate your HDRI map just like this, and then also we move our sun just like this. Okay, so this is how you can manage the scene. And maybe also we go to the directional light and increase the intensity to maybe 4 or maybe 3. Okay, so this all depends according to your scene. So it is not a specific value to put in. You have to experiment by putting other numbers over here. And then also we go to our exponential height fog value here and we decrease the fog intensity just like this. Okay, after the fog setting, it look a little bit nice. And now we're going to change some settings for this ocean as well. So again, we select our ocean body, and then we go to this material setup. So we go here, that is the rendering, and this is a water material. Just double click to open, and then we go down here, and here in the global static switch parameter value you will find this caustics. So I'm not using the caustic in my actual video, but I will show you that what will look like if you enable the caustics here. So just activate and enable it from here, and you can see that this caustic look nice also. And then we go down here, and here is the color settings. So we go to this alpha, and if you decrease this alpha you can see that the change we made is look something like this. So I think this look more nice than the previous settings. Okay, so just like this. And also you can do one thing, that we go down here under this water shading and we activate this anisotropy, and if you increase it you can get more bluish ocean with this green shading underneath the ocean body. So I think this look amazing. Okay, so you can also do that. And then also we go over here, that is these refraction settings. So we got to enable those settings, and if you increase this value you can get more refractive water here. Okay, and you can see that this look amazing because the fractal is look nice. And maybe you can decrease or increase the value if you want, and also you can change this value here. Okay, so this little change will look very amazing when you see the ocean over this top here. Okay, just like this. And now we're going to change some settings for the sky as well. So we save these settings from here and close this, and we select our HDRI backdrop, and then we go to the skylight option here, and we go up, and here you can see the intensity. So if we go over here you can see the intensity of the light is so high, so we're going to decrease the intensity, so maybe 0.2. okay, and this is very less, so we're going to change it to maybe 1, or maybe 0.5 will be nice. Okay, and then also here is the indirect lighting intensity or volumetric scattering. So if you decrease this value, and also we decrease this indirect lighting value here. Okay, just like this. And then also we go to this HDRI backdrop, and then we go here, that is the intensity, and we want to decrease the intensity to maybe 0.5. okay, so now it look more natural than previous settings. Okay, so this is how you can tweak the settings to see that what will be fit with your scene. Okay, and also do one thing, that you can see that the direction of the wave is not right. So we also going to change the settings for this wave direction. So for this we select our ocean body here, and then we go down to this wave settings, and then we go to this direction, and we going to change the direction. Okay, just like this. Okay, so it look like that now the wave is coming towards us. Okay, so this is how you can make this kind of nice looking ocean body over your scene. And now we going to design our whole scene. So for this we go to this geometry folder here, and then we go to this folder and also this folder here, and here you can find some of these slope kind of assets which can fit nicely here. So first we're going to put this one here, so maybe you can just put it over here. And then we just go down here, and also we rotate a little bit and put it over here, or maybe we go here and then we nicely put it here. Okay, and also rotate into this angle and place it over here, and then also we duplicate it, also rotate it, then we place it here. Okay, so you can use different assets, but for the time being I'm using this one here because you also use this one. So just place it to fill these gaps. Okay, just like this. And also you can extend this shore area by just duplicating here to make this more nice gradual fall off here. And also we duplicate it here, then also one more time place it over here, so you will get a nice fall off to this ocean area. And also we place it here. Okay, just like this. Maybe so you can fill the areas if you want, to make some cinematic shot to this area also. So if you're not planning to make any cinematic shot, you don't have to fill the area because it will only heavy your PC. Okay, so when you satisfied with this, you can also use other assets. So maybe we go up here and go to this ground rock, and then we're going to use this one maybe, and just dip it down and just make a little bit of variation to this area, and maybe just rotate it. Okay, and then also we use another one, so maybe use this one. Okay, so anything you put, you can see that this will be look nice because everything you put, it will make a nice random design to your scene. So again we go to this rock folder and we use some random rocks over here and there to make it look different looking. Okay, and maybe we use this one here, increase the scale. So this look nice, and now we going to put some other clips over here to make it more nice. So we go to this clip folder again, maybe we use this one, so we just put it over here, and then also increase the scale. Maybe we put it little behind here, just like this, and also we duplicate it, and then we scale it up like this, and also we rotate it into this angle. To the little behind here, and also here maybe, and also we increase this one scale, and then we place it here. Okay, so this look nice. And also we have small clips, so maybe we can put this one over here, and also we rotate it, and also here and there you can also put other clip if you want. So it's not specific, so just put the clips here and there and it will look nice. Okay, so now if you go here and you can see that this look nice. Okay, and maybe if we change the light position here, you will see you will get a nice result here. Okay, so now we're going to put some vegetations. For the vegetations, I go to this Quixel content and I have downloaded these two assets from this Quixel bridge. So I also gave the link in the description down below, so you can also get those. So I select both of these and I use this high quality, and if you want you can also change the quality from here, and then just click on this add button here, and here is all these assets. So first we going to change all of this foliage to nanite, so just select all of this and then right click and just click on this nanite and enable nanite for selected. And then also I go to its material settings and then I search for wind and just enable the wind from here. Okay, and maybe we can also increase some intensity from here and also this wind speed from here, and then I save it. And then also I go to this albedo map and just double click to open this, and then we go down and also increase the saturation to maybe 1.5 to make it more green, and you can see that it become more green. So just save it from here, and then I'm going to use those foliage over here. Okay, so for this first we go to this selection mode button and go to this foliage here, and then maybe we not selecting everyone from here, so maybe we selected this one and this single one and also this one. Okay, then we just select all of this and we go down and maybe we decrease the density to maybe 10 for now. Maybe we can also change it later on according to our need. Then we go to the scale and we increase this maximum scale value to maybe 1.5. Then we go down here and here you can see this align to normal. We disable this one from here. And also this is the very important that the ground slope angle, the maximum angle is 45 here. So we're going to change it to 180. So in that way you can paint at 180 degree slope to every places here. Okay, so I'll show you that what the change it makes, and everything look nice here. So and also we going to this brush size, we're going to decrease the brush size to maybe 60 for now. Okay, and now if we go here and if we start painting, and you can see that you can also paint to this area also. It's because that we change the slope angle to 180 degree. So you can go here and you can see that the ground slope angle we set it 180 degrees, so that's why you can paint in this area also. Because if you set it to 45 degree you can only paint it these flat surfaces. Okay, so this is for why we change the slope angle, and now we're going to paint it. And then also maybe we increase the scale, so we maybe change it to 2 here, and then we paint over here. So I think this look nice for now, and also we put some of this over here. Okay, so this look nice. And now we're going to put some vegetations over this ground also. So we go up here and also we go to this megascan folder and then go to this 3D plants and also go to this folder and we change those as a nanite as well. So we select all of this and make it nanite, and then we go here and we deselect all of this from here and we only select this one. So maybe this one and also this one here. And now we go here, and also before we do that we go down and also we change the settings. So maybe we change the density to 20 here and also increase the scale randomness to 1.5, disable this align to normal, and also we go to this ground slope angle and set it to 180 degree. Okay, so now we going to paint, and you can see that this is not moving because we have to enable the wind from this material. So you go to the material and type wind to search the wind bar and enable this, and also we can increase the speed, also the intensity, not that much. Okay, and then we save it. When you're satisfied, just save it. Okay, so this look nice. Maybe we put some over here also. And then finally we go to this cliff and we paint here. So maybe you can see that this will be very small. So we do one thing, that we select both of this and also this one, and then we go to the scale here, the scale, and we change the value to maybe the minimum will be 5 and the maximum will be 7 here. Okay, and now if we paint, you can get bigger plants here. Okay, and also we go up here and increase the brush size. And now if you paint, and also when you increase the scale, you can also decrease the density. Okay, so if we go to this density here and we change it to maybe 10. Okay, so now if you paint, you can get decent amount of density also, and then also increase the camera speed here. Then we just paint. Okay, just like this. Maybe also we select all of this, and make sure that we select all of this, and then we go here, and this ground slope angle we change it to 180 degree, and then we paint here. Okay, and also we put some also here. So maybe here we can increase the scale to maybe 8, and also this to 4 minimum. Okay, so now if we go here, and also we decrease the camera speed, and we go to our selection mode, and now you can see that this look nice. Sometimes you can see that when you go very far from the foliage, those foliage are disappearing, and because we also enable those foliage as a nanite, so when you are very close to this foliage, you can see that those are reappeared here. So when you want to make a cinematic shot from this close proximity, you can make them as nanite, so that's a way it can more easy to be rendered. And you can see that this is very fast when you change those foliage as a nanite. But when you are so far away from those foliage, maybe we can increase the camera speed. So here, and you can see that those foliage are disappear at the distance. So we can do one thing, that so we select all of this and just disable the nanite, and you will see that those are reappeared. But you can see that this look very bad, so we going to use a console command for this. So we go here, that is the cmd console command panel here, and we type foliage, and when you type foliage, you will see this one, that is the foliage LOD instance scale. Just click, and then we press space bar here and press 5 and just enter here, and you can see that those look nice. But at the same time, you will see that your render will be very heavy here. So maybe we can again type foliage and go to this foliage LOD instance scale, and according to our need, maybe we can put 3 here and press enter, and that's why you can little bit of more performance if you put 3 instead of 5. Okay, so it's all depends on the position, that when you need them or when not. And if you don't need them, just make them again as nanite. So if you enable nanite, and you can see that the performance is regained. Okay, so it's all depends on you, and this is the optimization, because if you have a low end PC like me, you can use those technique, because when you are very close proximity to those foliage, you can enable nanite, and if you far away from it, you just disable nanite, just like this, disable nanite, and then also go to this console command and use the technique that I show you earlier. Okay, so this is a very cool technique to get a nice result, and also the same time you can optimize your scene. Okay, and for this timing, I enable the nanite again. So now we're going to put other assets. So I'm going to use this ruler Australia pack, and I'm always use this pack because this pack has so many resource for any kind of environment, and so many thanks to the creator again. So once you add, you will get this ruler Australia folder here, and maybe we select the static mesh object, and you will get so many nice assets. So here is this dead tree here, and we're going to use it, and maybe we put it over here, then we dip it down like this. Okay, so you can see that these assets is so cool, and I mean I every time use these assets, and this asset always gives me a nice result. Okay, so just like this, and also you have other one, so put it here, maybe also this one here, so maybe we put something here also. Okay, just like this. And then also we have the birds. So inside this ruler Australia, go to this effect folder, and here is the birds. So just like I do in my actual video, you can put birds here and there, so you can see that these birds here, and also you can change the direction of these birds also. So maybe first you put these birds over here, and also this one, so we can put it, and you can see that this green arrow. So if you select this one, and you can see this green arrow, represent the direction of the birds. So if you want the birds to fly to this side, you can easily do it. Just rotate it just like this to 90 degree, and then you can get the birds fly from this right side to left side. Okay, just like this, and you can see that those birds over here. Maybe you can put a multiple arrays here, so you can get more birds. Okay, and also put some close to the camera here. Okay, just like this. So this is so cool, and you will get nice vibe to your scene. Okay, just like this. So this is how you can put those assets, and also we can make some roots also. So inside this ruler Australia pack, if we select the static mesh, and then we go to this foliage section, and you will find these roots here. So let's see where it is. So here is this root, and we're going to use it as a foliage system. So we just select it over here, and here it is. So first we're going to deselect all of this. So we're going to select all of it and deselect once, and then only select this root and select. Okay, then we go up here and decrease the brush size, and then also we go here and decrease the density to maybe 20. Okay, and let's paint. So you can get nice roots also, so it will makes another level of details here. Okay, just like this. And if you want, you can increase the density if you want, but for now I just set it to 20 here, but you can easily change the density. And also remember that you can also deselect this align to normal. Okay, so in that way you can nicely paint. Okay, just like this. Okay, so this look nice, and in my original video you can see that there I put a water surface also, so you can also do that. So if we go to the selection mode, and then we go to this box, and we create a shape plane here. So we go to this plane here, and then we increase the scale of this plane just like this, and we put it little down here. Okay, just like this, and maybe we put this plane to here maybe. Okay, here, and then we go to this water, and we go to this water material here, and we just put this material to this plane. Okay, and it will take little time to appear here. and now you can see that this small water area. And also if we go to this plane, and then if we put it little higher here, and you can see this little water. Okay, maybe we can put these things here also, and you can get a little bit of water here. Okay, and if you want you can put it little down, and you can get small watery surface here. Okay, and then also if you use this watery surface, and if you think the reflection is not good, and you can see that reflection is not that good, so we go to the sequence and select our camera, and then we go to this camera details panel, and in the search bar we type reflection, and inside this reflection we go to this lumen reflections and check this high quality translucent reflection and enable this one, and you will get nice reflection here. Okay, just like this, and you can see the difference. If we uncheck this, you can see here, and if we check this, you can see that the reflection is changing. Okay, so this is how you can create this small area with this watery surface. Okay, so it will get a more nice details to your scene also. Okay, so this is really nice. I mean, you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, and finally we going to put a boat here. Okay, so for the boat I download a boat model from the Sketchfab, so I will show you that how you can get the boat model from the Sketchfab. So here is this boat model that I'm going to use here, and if you go down here you can also see the creator. So many thanks to this creator who actually make this model. So in order to download, you just click on this download 3D model, and if you use this you can also credit this creator to your video description, and you can just copy and just paste it in your video description. So you can see that the obj format is available here, so we just download this obj format from here. So once you download, just extract it, and inside that you will get this source file, that is the obj file. So first you're going to change this obj file to as fbx inside blender. So I open blender and delete this first assets, and then I go to this file and go to this import and select this wavefront obj, and here is the file. I just click on this import. So you can see this boat over here, and we don't have to change anything here. So if just we go to the file, go to the export, and just select this fbx, and just select the directory, just name this as boat fbx, and just export. So in order to import the boat fbx model into here, first we're going to create a new folder here, and we name this as fbx. Then you open this folder, and here is this fbx file that we just exported from blender, and just click and drag and drop here, and then you just go here, and you can also click on this build nanite. If you want to make this model as a nanite model, just click on this import all, and you will get this error, but don't worry, just clear and cross this. So, and also we have to import all the texture file. So in the download you can also get this folder called this textures. So we just open and import all these textures over here. Okay, and then you will take little time to compile, and then we open this material which is already built. So just open this material, just double click here, and then we delete this default texture, and here you will get two types of color schemes. So if you want you can use this or use this one. So maybe I use this one for now. So you just put it over here, and we connect it to this base color, and then also we get this normal map and connect it to this normal. Okay, and you can also connect this to metallic and the specular and this roughness also if you want, and then just click on this apply. Okay, then we close this one, and now if you want you can just put the boat over here, and also we decrease the scale, and also check on this uniform scale switch here, maybe 0.02 here. Okay, so I think this is too small. So you can also check the scale comparison with this mannequin here. So maybe we can increase the scale speed, and I think that the scale is nice. because in compared to this mannequin here, this look nice. Okay, so if you want, you can put the boat here, but you can see that this is not floating. So we're going to make a blueprint for this boat in order to float. So for this, first we're going to select this boat and delete here. Then we go to this content drawer and we right click and create a blueprint class. Okay, and we select this actor. So here it is, and now we're going to name it as a boat. Okay, then we double click to open this blueprint here. So here it is. So first we're going to add a skeletal mesh here. So we go to this add button and you can get this static mesh option here, and then we name it as boat as well. And then we just drag this boat to this root file here. So here it is. And now we go to this static mesh here and we select the boat here. So we go to here and we type boat and you will get this boat FBX. We select this boat over here. And also we can do one thing, that we go here after checking this uniform scale switch, we can decrease the scale. Okay, and then if we increase the camera speed, and here it is. So again we normal our camera speed here. Okay, just like this. And then we go to its physics panel and enable the simulate physics. So we go to type physics, and here you will find under this physics tab the simulate physics. Just enable this one from here. And also we check this mass of this boat, and maybe we make this as 100 for now, and you can also change it later on according to our need. Okay, and then we going to add a buoyancy component here. So for this we again go to this add button here and we type the buoyancy, and here is the buoyancy. Just click and there is the buoyancy. So first we clear this search bar here, and then we go to this buoyancy tab. Just expand this and also go to this buoyancy data, and here you will find these pontoons. So in order to make a stable boat, we have to put 4 points, which will be the buoyancy point, or you can call it as a pontoons, but we have to specify the area. So for that we go to this boat and we add some arrows here. So we go to this add button here and type arrow. Okay, this one. So now we're going to put this arrow into a point where we can make a stable boat. So we have 4 arrows. So first we put these arrows over here, and you can see that where I put this arrow. So this is very important, that where you make those arrows, and this will be the mass point of this asset. Okay, so maybe we put this arrow over here, and then I duplicate it. Just select it and Ctrl D to duplicate it, this one, and then I put it to this side. So you can see that I put it over here. Okay, just like this. And then again I duplicate it one more time. Here it is, and I put it over here. Okay, so just like this. Okay, so here you can see this one here, and then also we duplicate it last time, and then we put it over here. Okay, so just like this. So now we have this specific coordinate for each arrows, and now we're going to copy all of these arrows actual position or location, and then we paste it to this buoyancy toon points. Okay, so you can see that we have 4 arrows, so we also have to put these 4 toon points here. So 3 and 4 here, and then we go to this arrow 1, and here is the location. So we going to copy this location component. So just right click and copy, and then again we go to this buoyancy, and then we go to this index 0, and here is the relative location. Just right click and paste. So very simple, and we also do for the same to the rest of these areas. So we select this arrow 1, go to this location, copy, then we go to this buoyancy, go to this index 1, relative location, just paste it. Then do the same here also, copy, go to this index 2, relative location, and paste. And also do the same for this last one, go to this location, copy, buoyancy, index 3, relative location, paste. Okay, so once you done, you select this buoyancy and then we go down, and here you will find this buoyancy dump. So dump and dump 2 here. So we're going to decrease the value for now. Maybe we can also change it later on. So we can just put it 100 here, and here we can put 0.1. Okay, and also you have to apply this one, that is the apply drag force in water. So if you check this box, it can be moved according to the wave of this water. Okay, so just like this. So everything look nice here. So we just compile here and we minimize this one, and here is our boat. So let's check if it is work or not. So we put this blueprint over here, and then we just put it little up to this ground. Okay, just like this, and then we go to these 3 lines here, and then we click this simulate. Okay, so we can make it in first attempt here. So you can see that it's really looking nice, and you can see that it float very nicely and it can float very stable. And if you want, you can also increase the boat mass. So just close it from here, and then we open this boat, and then we select this boat, and then we go to this mass of this boat, and you can also increase the mass to maybe 200. So let's see. So just compile it here, and then if we just click on this simulate switch, and you can see this mass is too much, but once it's stable, you can see that this look nice. So maybe we can put 200, it will be look nice. Okay, so it's all depends on you. So I think the 200 look nice here. Okay, so now you will thinking that how you can render it into movie render queue. So it is also very easy. That first you have to check that you can set it to a simulate tab here, and then also we go to this sequence, and you have to extend your camera card to this area to ensure that when you start the rendering, and also you have to turn on the warm-up frames. So in that way, when this warm-up frames ensure that the simulation starts, and then the actual timeline start, it will render the simulation. Okay, so this is how you can also render the boat simulation into your movie render queue sequence. Okay, so this is how you can make this whole scene. And also in my actual video, I put some fog sheet over these clips. So I'm not showing it because it is already a very big tutorial, but you can also learn how I make those fog sheet by watching my previous tutorial on that. So I'm also give the tutorial link in the I button as well as in the description. So you can easily learn how you can make those fog sheets. Okay, so this is it, and this is how I build entire scene. And I also go through all the small details that I put into my scene. So I hope you really enjoy this tutorial. So now lastly, I'm going to show you that how I make a camera animation. So it is very simple, and if you don't have any idea how you can choose the nice point, you can watch my teaser video for this, so you can get the ideas for those different camera movements. So make sure that you make those extra frames here. And now if you go here, you can go to this transform switch and make a keyframe to this transform. And also you can check this linear keyframe to make those keyframe linear, and also check this auto keyframe switch here, and then go to the very end. Or you can also change the frames you want. So if you want to make a 10 seconds long video, and if your video will be at 24 frames per second, so you can easily put that 240 frames here for 10 seconds long video, and also extend this cursor to 240 here, and maybe you can also extend a little bit more to exactly pinpoint this 240 frames here. Okay, just like this. And also extend these camera cuts and also extend this here. Okay, and make sure that you leave this extra frame here for the simulation start. Okay, and now at the end you just make some little move here. Okay, just like this, and then if you play you can get a nice animation here. And in sequencer the bloat is not floating because we not start the simulation here, but when you render it, it will simulate. Okay, so now I'll show you the render settings that I make for my teaser video. So for this, first you go to this edit and then go to this plugins, and here we have to turn on the movie render queue. So type movie and you will find this movie render queue and the movie render queue additional passes. So if you not enable those, just enable, and you have to restart your engine. You just close it here. Then we go to this windows, then go to this cinematics and click on this movie render queue. Okay, and then we go to this render and we select our tutorial sequence. So this is our sequence, and maybe in your case it will be other names, but select the actual sequence. So here, and then we go to the settings and unsafe config. First I delete this JPEG sequence, then we go to the settings and go to this anti-aliasing, and we change this temporal sample count to 32 here, and also override the anti-aliasing. And here is the main thing, that you have to use camera cut for warm-up frames. Okay, so because you put some warm-up frames here, so you have to enable this, and also render warm-up frames if you want. Okay, and then we go to this settings and go to this camera and we change this to frame close here. Again go to this settings and go to this high resolution and also turn on this subsurface scattering. Then we again go to the settings, and here you can choose which format you want. So I choose always the EXR sequence, and then we go to this output, and here you can choose the directory where you want to save your files, and here you can choose the resolution, and I'm always choose the 1080p because my PC is not that good. But if your PC is high-end PC, you can also change it to 4K. So everything look nice, and just hit on this accept, and now just click on this render local and your file is ready. And I'm also showing my previous video that how you can arrange all those EXR sequence into a video file, and I choose the After Effects, but you can choose other compositing software. So I hope you can easily do that, but if you're not, you can also watch my previous tutorial on that, and the link in the description down below. Okay, so this is it, and I hope you really enjoy this video because I go through all the little process that I made to create my original video, and I hope you can easily create your own version of this video. So this is for today, and I'm Amit, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.